me see if this sound is up on my microphone. Yeah, I think I'm heard. Let me go back. Okay, there we go. Cool. Welcome back. This one's going to be a brief video. It's just about some dreams I had a few years ago. But before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and play a song. Praise YAH.
Just give me 5 more minutes. My snooze button broke, but my clock keep ticking. This dream feels real. I wonder what happens next when I open my eyes. If I don't hear my alarm wake me up on time. Every time I close my eyes, I see the same place. Strange land and strange people with a strange face. The whole city locked down, martial law enforced. Patriot Act in effect at Rex 84. Black people back in chains like the days before. This nightmare right here got me hating to fall asleep, cause I don't wanna see this misery. This when this elder set me down and said,
let me tell you about your history. See, once upon a time we was kings and queens before Caucasians knew what being civilized mean. Walking around on all fours in the caves of York. We ruled royal dynasties with gold paved our floors. We had any and every, but still we prayed for more. And got that to the point we couldn't save it all.
I said not to be rude, but that story just sound ridiculous. If that's the truth, then how do we end up in this predicament?
Well, first of all, you gotta pay attention, my friend. To understand where you at, you gotta know where you been.
That's when he pulled this book out and flipped the page and said,
this your biography, called a Torah in your original language. Now back to what I was saying, we was living in pride. Yahweh gave us everything that we can think or devise. We agreed to follow him, said he'll be by our side. But we envied the other nations and went after they God.
I asked, who is Yahweh? You say you believe in him, how? And how I know that's really real, what you speaking about? He said,
flip to the book of Deuteronomy 28 chapter, read it and you will see that everything that he said has happened. To name a few, he said our food will be cursed in our basket. So for commerce called a proverb like a Negro or an African brought hero ships and worship gods of wood and stone. Forget we are the children of Israel and exile from our home, and everybody know the truth except for you. That's why it's goes like those Israelis fighting for what's rightfully yours and you been gone. To your nations you don't know from where you came or where you gone. Everything that I am saying you can research on your own.
Another point 2, is that Yahweh is the only Elohim that even spoke about the plight of our people. And he describes in every detail the things that has happened to us. And then he tells us why it has happened. And then he tells us how and what we can do to stop it from happening.
So now I'm starting to understand, just trying to piece it together and make sense of everything and wonder, can we get better? How do we get out of this hell and change the life that we live in? From plantations to prison, this mental slavery condition, we still fighting each other while master planning our lynching. 400 years of oppression, almost the end of our sentence. We still stuck in our ways, what got us in this position. Hope we ain't too far gone and slipping into remission. I ask, now since our president is black, will he lead us out of bondage when it's time and take us back? Cause I'm tired of being held hostage. Bottom line, and it's a fact that we still strangers in a land that isn't ours. How is that we still ain't got our reparations? Other nations can't move here, monopolize on you and I. It will not take them several years. Why the Constitution say we only 3/5 of a man? It's 2013, can you tell me when will the oppression end? He said,
Obama been in office not for 2 terms, and ain't nothing gon' change. When will you learn? We been voting since we came off them ships, remember? New face, but they still got the same agenda. And about to take every right that you think you have. Concentration camps ready and they fully staffed. They passed the bill where they can lock you up for any reason here. For however long they want it, claim you disappeared. But as far as reparations, you gon' get that. Exploiting all these crackers when it's time, so just sit back. Serve y'all, you won't have to worry about a thing. Keep your head up regardless how ugly it may seem. They the ones that's only 3/5 a human being. Yeah, I know the year's 2013,
end is.
Well, I'll tell you next time we reconvene.
What you mean?
Don't forget it's time to wake up from your dreams.
Give me 5 more minutes. My snooze button broke, but my clock keep ticking. This dream feels real. I wonder what happens next when I open my eyes. If I don't hear my alarm, wake me up on time.
On time.
Hey, praise Yah. Welcome back to another live. I'm still on my separation. All glory goes to Yah, my husband. Hallelujah. So before we get back into our studies, I just wanted to talk about some dreams that I had a few years ago. These dreams actually were probably several years ago, but I didn't really want to. It's one of those vivid dreams that you just never forget. Both of them, very vivid. I never wrote those down because that was before I started writing my dreams. But this one, I wasn't gonna say because it was just kind of obvious, with all the racial tension going on and everything. But I had a dream that me and my family were out in this parking lot and we saw a group of black people. It was a huge crowd and another huge crowd of white people, and the black people were dressed like Black Panthers and they had weapons in their hand, pitchforks. The white people had pitchforks, torches, and they both groups clashed. Both of those groups clashed. But of course that's been happening for the past 400 years. But this one was, I would assume, symbolic of like a race war, right? Or it could have been anything. But praise Yah. I praise Yah. And then there was another dream that I had, and this one was another martial law type dream. It was about so many people standing in line. Everybody was dressed in fed blue, like prison jumpsuits, fed blue, and they were standing in line and they were waiting to go up a hallway. Now this big building, like a department building, like a Walmart type thing, right? And people were going up the ramp. It was very nice inside. It looked like people were out in the garden center. That's why it reminded me of Walmart, because there was like cages around this part of the building, and or it was like a fence, I should say. It was a fenced area of that building. And they went inside the building, and when they went up the ramp, there was like this hallway, and of course the floor was similar to Walmart's floor. They went up the hallway, and on each side there were classrooms. So if you could picture that. And in the classroom, the first classroom, there was a long table, kind of like a table that you'd have in corporate or the board meeting, the boardroom. A very long table. And everyone, I guess they had seats around that table they could sit, and there was like a was it a dry erase board or was it like a chalkboard? I don't remember what type of board it was, but it was like a classroom, right? So yeah, just wanted to throw those dreams out there, to be on the lookout for a lot of things, because man, tensions are so high nowadays. There's a lot going on. I mean, wow. So everybody out there, stay safe. Keep the Most High first. Keep Yah first. Don't ever forget it. And praise Yah. Love, peace, and well, I already said peace. Love, peace, and happiness to all those out there who want to do right. I wish you well. Praise Yah.